In the previous video, we discussed HIIT training, and prior to that, LISS training. So it's very important to incorporate all pieces of the puzzle in the overall picture of what you are doing every week. But the top priority should be resistance training. So with that, there are body weight exercises, there are band exercises, there's the bar exercises with very lightweight, Pilates with very lightweight. Although it is all relative and you should do what you are comfortable with doing and what you will continue doing, I do want to remind you that unless you are lifting heavy for what you are capable of lifting, which is going to be different person to person, you want to progress it up in terms of your weights. And it's that much more difficult as we age to burn fat and to build lean muscle, and the two go hand in hand. So if we are constantly just focusing on body weight exercises and very lightweight with high repetitions, we are going to have a struggle reaching our weight loss goals and our body recomp goals. So do not be afraid of picking up the weights, the heavy weights at that. Again, do it in a very progressive manner. And if you love doing your bar class, you can still do it, but have a few days delegated to heavy compound lifting. And if you do love your body weight exercises, then you can weave that into the mix as you see programmed here within this app, because I do typically put a few different body weight exercises within the heavier resistance training movements. And that is to fatigue your body, but that's, very important that you can support your body weight, and we can do all different movements in different angles and positions, and so it's going to be really beneficial. And then as well as your joints, being in these positions is really important as we age, and being able to do things day to day, such as gardening and getting down with the grandchildren and being able to get back up, no problem at all. Whereas if you're just sitting there standing up and sitting and you're doing your weights and you're never actually getting down and changing angles, it's going to be a problem when you get down and you won't be able to get back up. So it's very important to do minimum 3 days per week of weights, heavier weights. Anything you add in additional is going to be okay. But ideally, we move you from 3 days a week of heavy weights to 4 to 5. I think most people, even if you're on the level where I am and you've been doing this for years, I've been doing it for 23 years, and I don't even consider myself an elite athlete, but in terms of weights, I've been doing it for a long time. I do 5 days per week. It's a really off week if I am able to do 6, but typically I do 5. I would suggest for no one to do 7, okay? Nobody should be doing 7. Some people can do 6. Some people like to do it because it's more of a mental thing, and if that's the case, that's fine, but you need to remember that when you are lifting the weights, you are breaking down your muscles. So we rebuild, we grow when we're at rest. So if you're constantly working your booty every single solitary day and you think that that's going to build your booty the fastest, then you don't have any time to recover and rebuild. So same goes with your shoulders and your triceps and your back. You want to make sure that you are always giving 48 hours, ideally, between working that same muscle group. Minimum 24, max 48. I wouldn't say max 48, but minimum 24. Ideally, 48. So that is what you are going to focus on in terms of the amount of times you are doing it weekly. Now, the duration is going to really just depend on how efficient you can be. Now, you can get a lot accomplished in a 15-minute bout. So you will see within this platform, you are either doing 30-minute workouts, 45-minute workouts, 60-minute workouts, and then I do have the option for you to choose the very speedy options. There will be days where your schedule is flipped upside down. You might not have the time. Maybe you don't have the energy. Maybe you don't have the mental capacity to withstand a 30 to 45-minute or even 60-minute workout. And that will happen. And you need to keep it real with yourself and just say, okay, Today, I'm looking at this workout Sarah's program for me, and there's no way I have a million stressors in my head right now. The last thing I want to be focusing on is a long, tedious workout, so I am going to go to this section for the 15-minute workouts, and I'm going to get it done. So you can focus on that. I want you to understand where you're at in that moment, and instead of skipping a workout due to lack of desire, lack of time, schedule conflicts, you are choosing to do what you can do with the time and energy you have to do it. Very important to have that mindset moving forward. Even if it's 10 minutes and you're like, the 15-minute, I don't have it in me. I don't have the time. I don't have the desire. Do as much as you can do, even 5 minutes. Once you dedicate 5 minutes to it, more than likely you'll be able to do the 10 to 15 minutes. Now, if you can get in some full workouts, 30 to 60 minutes here and there, that's going to be even better. But again, do what you can do and prioritize the weights. If you're looking at your overall week and you don't know what to do, weights and lists. Okay, so we'll go into detail a little bit more about that in a different video, but that's going to be very important. Now, as you are going through the sets and the reps and all of that, I do want to walk you through this progressive overload concept in the next video. So I will see you there. Stay tuned.